Welcome to Essentials Explained. My name is Luke, and today we will walk through a standard interviewer-led case that is likely to be found in the early rounds of a consulting interview process. This will be a very structured case where you will walk through specific questions one by one, led by your interviewer. It is very quantitative in nature with a high amount of mathematics and solving problems with less focus on qualitative brainstorming. If you enjoy this content, please like and subscribe and check out the other videos on our channel. Our client is Biotechnology Co. They are a firm based out of Boston, Massachusetts that is trying to decide whether to commercialize a recent product development. This company has developed a chemical that helps control the ripening of apples. And after initial testing, they believe it's effective and benefits orchards in the following ways. It allows orchards to harvest earlier, so it takes less time for apples to ripen, and improves the overall quality of the harvest, so less rotten fruit and increased sweetness of their apples. Our client has positioned this chemical as optimal orchard and would like to understand if there are fruitful benefits in commercializing this chemical. The key question they are seeking to understand is based on the estimated market size and profitability, should our client begin commercialization? While apples are grown throughout the United States, our client is primarily concerned with the state of Massachusetts as a test market. This is the closest apple growing state to their Boston headquarters, and they have gathered some initial facts on the Massachusetts apple market, including $50,000 per acre is the average annual revenue for apple orchards. There are approximately 200 apple orchards in Massachusetts. The average orchard has 100 acres of land. The market is growing at roughly GDP, and there's only one apple harvest per year, every year in the fall. Before investing significant resources in a full project, our client wants to understand if the apple market is large enough to be commercially feasible. As a really quick aside here, this is actually something that happens in consulting relatively frequently, where a client will want to do what is sometimes referred to as a phase 0 or a phase 1 to get a high-level overview of the opportunity to see if it's worth investing additional resources to get the more refined answer. So we want to walk through, does this market even have the possibility to be commercially feasible before refining our answer and getting into the nitty-gritty of the details. So if we wanted to size this market given the facts we've already gathered, what we could do is understand that the average revenue per orchard per acre is $50,000. There are 100 acres per orchard, leading to a $5 million average revenue per orchard. If there are 200 orchards in Massachusetts, this would imply a market size of $1 billion for the Massachusetts apple market, which, while very high level, is certainly large enough to consider this opportunity to be commercially feasible and is worthwhile to invest additional resources to continue to refine our answer and understand the best path forward. Question 1. Optimal orchard provides 3 primary benefits to owners. The first is earlier harvesting of apples, saving them operational costs. During testing, Optimal Orchard has provided a sample to a customer and received the following data. Our orchard was able to harvest their apples 10 days earlier than previous seasons, and the farmer on average spends $3,000 per day when they have an active crop of apples and $1,000 per day when they don't have an active crop of apples, so the non-growing season. So our question is, what is the estimated savings to the farmer per acre per year due to earlier harvesting? To calculate this answer, we can simply calculate the net savings per day for the farmer. They have an active spend of $3,000 per day, a non-active spend of $1,000 per day, leading to a savings per day of $2,000 due to earlier harvesting. If the average orchard has 100 acres, this would imply a savings of $20 per acre per day. If Optimal Orchard can accelerate the harvesting process by 10 days, this would imply a savings of $200 per acre per year to the farmer. Question 2. The second benefit Optimal Orchard provides is improved consistency, saving farmers from decreased yields due to variation in the quality of apples across their harvest. During our preliminary market research, our client believes that the average orchard generally splits their harvest between whole apples and apples for juice, with 25% of revenue derived from whole apples and 75% of revenue derived from apples for juice. Optimal Orchard improves the consistency of whole apples and improves their yield by an estimated 10%. Our question being, what is the incremental revenue to the farmer per acre per year due to improved consistency of whole apples? If we want to understand this question, all we need to do is understand what is the revenue per orchard per acre. So if we take the $50,000 of revenue per orchard per acre and multiply that by the percent of revenue from whole apples, 25%, we get the revenue per orchard per acre for whole apples, which is $12,500. If we multiply that figure by the revenue uplift that we have estimated, we can understand that the incremental revenue per orchard per acre would be $1,250 for whole apples. Question 3. The third benefit Optimal Orchard provides is increased sweetness, allowing farmers to extract more juice from fewer apples. Our client believes Optimal Orchard can increase the juice yield by 5%, with the question being, what is the estimated incremental revenue to the farmer per acre per year for increased sweetness? If we want to do this calculation, we can simply calculate the revenue per orchard per acre from apple juice, which is $50,000 multiplied by the 75% that is derived from apple juice, and then multiply 37,500 by our 5% revenue uplift, implying $1,875 of incremental revenue per orchard per acre. Question 4. Optimal Orchard's pricing should be determined based on the total benefit delivered to the customer and an assumption about how much of that benefit our client can capture. The question being, what is the estimated incremental benefit to the farmer per acre per year, and how much of that benefit can be captured by Optimal Orchard? The first part of that question is understanding the estimated incremental profit to the farmer per acre per year. Given our previous analysis, we can simply add up the benefit from earlier harvesting, improved consistency, and increased sweetness, leading to an incremental benefit of $3,325 per acre per year in incremental benefit to the farmer. This part of the question is very objective, as we've calculated the component pieces and simply need to add them up to understand what would be the sum of the parts. The second part of this question is more subjective, which is how much of that benefit can be captured by Optimal Orchard. This is a general open-ended question that is intended to gauge your business judgment on how you could potentially price this product. There really isn't a right answer here, but I would assume most right answers will be somewhere between 20 to 60% of the overall profitability uplift to the farmers. My personal answer would be to price this product at $1,000, so roughly a third of the profitability uplift. And my reasoning is honestly less about the percent of the value that you capture, but more about how are you able to sell this to customers, as that's probably more important than the percent of the value, as long as you're generally in that range. What I like about the $1,000 price is there are a few advantages. Number one, you can sell to customers that this is a 3 times return on investment on your money, which sounds great, right? And is maybe not the most quantitative answer, but really makes a difference in how are you going to sell this product? How are you going to market it? Can you go to farmers and say, if you spend $1,000 per acre, we'll give you more than $3,000 back on your money, which is really what this question is asking is, how are you going to be able to sell this? And how are you going to be able to convince farmers to buy this product? The second part about this is a unproven new product that you're bringing to market. It has sampled in the lab. It has done small test studies at certain orchards, but doesn't have brand recognition, doesn't have farmer buy-in, doesn't have large studies that prove its efficacy or other variables that would benefit in the sales process. So what you likely want to do is come in at a lower price, prove how valuable it is, and prove through word of mouth, prove through large-scale test studies that this is a product that farmers need to buy if they want to maximize their products. And then you always have the possibility to increase the price and maximize your profitability later on in the process. So those are the ideas I would think about. Again, no right answer here, but somewhere that is generally between 20 to 60%, maybe even 50% if you want to be a little bit lower, is probably right. I would not do anything that is above 70%. You're not going to be able to capture that much value with a nascent product that is unproven in the real world. Question 5. Given this pricing, our client wants to understand the potential profitability of Optimal Orchard. It is estimated our product can be produced for $3,000 per liter, including all costs. Preliminary tests indicate that 1 liter of Optimal Orchard can support 5 acres of apple trees. Our question is, what is the expected profitability per acre per year? This is a very simple profitability question where we take our revenue, which is our price per acre of $1,000, and then subtract our cost per acre. So our cost per liter is $3,000, and then our liters per acre is 0.2 liters per acre, as 1 liter can support 5 acres of apple trees. So our cost per acre is $600, or 3,000 multiplied by 0.2, giving us a profit per acre of $400, or a profit margin of 40%. Question 6. What additional considerations should our client consider in order to launch Optimal Orchard? So this question is simply asking you to brainstorm additional considerations for this product. I am going to lay this out with a simple framework that focuses on market, competitors, customers, and the internal company capabilities, but you can just lay this out in a simple list if that is easier for you. I find the additional structure is helpful and will help your interviewer follow through your thought process, but this is simply a brainstorming question that is asking you to think about additional considerations for bringing this product to market. I would think about this in 4 main buckets: market, competition, customers, and the company capabilities. On our market, we'd want to understand if Massachusetts is representative of other markets and if our sample is truly a good representation of the entire addressable apple market. We'd also want to understand if there are any risks to our core products, and while customers will likely continue to keep buying apples, they may buy a juice substitute, or there may be some underlying risk to the 75% of apples that are used for juice. And then finally, are there any environmental or regulatory risks with spraying a product on food that is delivered to customers? On competition, we would want to understand if there are substitute products in the market today, and if there are we differentiated, or do we have a superior value proposition to other products? Do we have a patent on this product? Is there protection for intellectual property? And then how difficult is it to replicate, or could someone recreate this product in a different way? Our customers, who are our farmers, we want to understand if they'll actually believe the benefits and if they're willing to invest money and pay for this product when they might not see a return for several months while their apples harvest, or even when they take them to market for the improved consistency or increased sweetness. Are there any risks due to trends limiting chemical usage on foods? This is similar to environmental or regulatory risks, but is important to understand if there are consumer preferences shifting away from GMOs or chemically altered foods. And finally, do our other products currently serve orchards, or are there existing customers? As this could lend itself in 2 ways. One, it could improve the feasibility of distributing Optimal Orchard if we already have relationships with these customers. Or 2, could Optimal Orchard be an inroad for us that would allow us to cross-sell existing products with customers that may provide additional revenue opportunity? And finally, on our company capability perspective, we want to understand what our existing manufacturing capabilities are, or if there's any capital investment required to launch this product. And then finally, if Optimal Orchard is actually a strategic fit with our client's portfolio. We don't really know anything about what other products Biotech Co. sells, so we want to understand if this is a product that fits in with the rest of their portfolio, or is a complete deviation from the product they are currently bringing to market. So finally, our conclusion. The CEO tracks you down and asks, should we begin the commercialization process for Optimal Orchard? I would advise the CEO to begin the commercialization process for Optimal Orchard based on 3 key factors. Number 1, there is a large addressable market. Number 2, this product provides a real tangible benefit to our customers. And 3, we can achieve an attractive profit margin on this product. As we have sized this market, even within our 1 sample test market of Massachusetts, there is ample runway for penetration and significant upside to commercializing this product. Our product also provides a real benefit to our customers in terms of a profitability uplift that will increase their bottom line performance and increase their ability to keep being competitive in the apple orchard market. And finally, the profitability, as we have walked through, could achieve an attractive 40% profit margin even at an entry pricing perspective of $1,000, with a potential to increase our pricing later on after we have proven the efficacy of this product. Before fully committing this product to market, I think it would be wise to investigate some additional considerations, including the stability of the juice market, which comprises 75% of our customers' revenue, the competitive landscape or threat of substitute products that could displace Optimal Orchard, and finally, sharpening the pencil on our perspective of the startup costs and capital investment required, as well as the potential penetration to our customers, could refine our viewpoint on the net present value of bringing this product to market. While these additional considerations are important to investigate, we should begin the commercialization process for Optimal Orchard and explore the potential upside of this powerful product. Thank you for watching this video. If you have enjoyed this content, please check out the other videos on our channel and on this playlist. Thank you for joining us at Essentials Explained, and we look forward to seeing you again soon.